Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're unpacking the dynamic marketing strategy of a household name that, well, probably sits on your bathroom counter right now. Colgate-Palmolive.
That's right.
You know them for oral care, obviously, but their approach to global markets is far more intricate and insightful than you might imagine. Our mission today is to take a deep dive into the sources, including expert analysis, to extract the most important nuggets about Colgate's strategic approach. This isn't just about what they sell, but how they sell it globally, adapting to all sorts of diverse consumers. This deep dive should offer some valuable insights, especially if you're involved in wholesale or export of fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating here is how a brand with such a long, strong heritage as a global oral care leader continues to not only innovate, but maintain that market leadership.
Well-
This consistency and forward thinking directly influence its appeal for wholesale importers like you. Colgate's strategy truly is multifaceted. It covers everything from, digital innovation to deep-seated sustainability initiatives and highly localized market adaptation. It's quite a scope.
So how does a legacy brand like Colgate not only survive but thrive globally? Consistently performing as a top-tier brand for wholesalers and exporters. Let's use that foundational framework, the 4PS product, price, place, and promotion, to see their strategic playbook in action.
Good plan.
Okay, let's start with product. Colgate has an incredibly broad product range, right? From mass market staples to pretty premium offerings. How does a single brand manage this diversification so effectively across all these global markets, ensuring both accessibility and that premium appeal?
Well, Colgate effectively leverages premium innovation. They really focus on health-conscious segments with brands like Elmex and Tom's of Maine. This strategy helps them differentiate themselves from, the intense price wars you often see in the more commoditized parts of the oral care sector. And what's crucial to understand here for wholesalers is how this product strategy resonates with different regional demands. It means that Colgate provides you with a versatile portfolio. It allows you to confidently curate your inventory, knowing they have solutions for basically every segment.
Right.
From, say, budget-conscious families needing basic fluoride toothpaste, all the way to affluent consumers seeking advanced gum health solutions.
That's a critical insight. It sounds like they're giving wholesalers the tools really to meet a wide array of consumer needs without sacrificing quality.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've seen how they diversify their products, but how does Colgate navigate the sheer range of economic landscapes globally, ensuring their products are both accessible and profitable? Let's talk about price.
Right. Colgate's nuanced pricing strategy is it's a blend of competitive pricing, value-based pricing, and strategic regional price segmentation. And this approach has led to some pretty impressive outcomes. For instance, a 1.5% price improvement across their portfolio that translated into substantial margin expansions and a 6% rise in earnings per share.
Wow.
And in early 2025, they even saw an 80 basis point rise in adjusted gross margin. That's nearly a full percentage point improvement in their core profitability.
That's significant.
Very. And for wholesalers, this means Colgate isn't just focused on its own bottom line. Their strategic pricing structure creates stable, predictable margins for their partners. It makes them a more reliable long-term supplier, even in volatile markets.
It's clear they're very deliberate with their pricing.
Okay.
Okay, let's shift to place. This covers distribution and market reach. Colgate is truly global, we know that. But how do they tailor their distribution and market entry strategies to different regions without losing that global consistency?
Yeah, Colgate's strategic expansion into emerging markets is absolutely key here. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's really about shifting focus away from maybe stagnating sales growth in mature markets like North America and Europe. Instead, they capitalize on robust growth potential in regions such as Latin America, which has seen impressive 14.2% organic sales growth.
14%.
Yeah, as well as Africa-Eurasia and Asia-Pacific. This diversification, it mitigates financial risks for Colgate and its partners, and crucially, it taps into rising disposable incomes in these high-growth territories.
Okay.
So for wholesalers, this means aligning with Colgate often puts you right in those high-growth markets where demand for reliable, trusted FMCG brands is rapidly expanding.
It really paints a picture of a brand constantly seeking new horizons for growth. Okay, finally, let's consider promotion. In today's complex media landscape, how does a brand like Colgate effectively reach its vast global consumer base with compelling messages?
Colgate employs a strong strategic mix. It's both traditional and digital campaigns. But over 65% of their advertising expenditure is now devoted to digital media strategies.
65%.
Yeah. Emphasizing content marketing, SEO, social media engagement, the works. They also increased their advertising investment by 16%, specifically aimed at reinforcing their leadership in those premium segments we talked about.
Right.
And this is a critical takeaway for wholesalers. Your success isn't just about moving products off shelves. It's about plugging into Colgate's massive digitally driven ecosystem that actively pre-sells to your customers. Leveraging their digital presence in your own markets becomes a significant competitive advantage.
That's a huge shift from traditional advertising. It really feels like the digital landscape is changing everything for big brands. How has that specifically reshaped Colgate's marketing from the ground up beyond just, increased ad spend? What are the underlying innovations driving that?
It's a comprehensive digital transformation for Colgate, truly harmonizing all their online consumer interactions into one cohesive experience. Think about it. Whether you're researching a new toothpaste on their website, seeing an ad on social media, or getting a personalized email, it all feels like one seamless, connected journey. They invest substantially in digital platforms, data analytics, and AI to drive advertising efficiency and boost their ROI.
ROI, always key.
Absolutely. Which means getting a much better return on every dollar they spend on marketing. They also use data analytics for consumer insights, optimize supply chains through automation, enhance e-commerce. They even partner with startups to accelerate innovation, embedding cutting-edge technologies right into their processes.
That's a clear commitment to the future. And speaking of commitment, Colgate is also deeply integrating sustainability into its brand identity. How does this factor into their overall strategy and marketing, and what does that mean for partners?
Sustainability is truly a foundational element for Colgate now. It's not just an add-on. They emphasize recyclable tubes, sustainable packaging solutions, water conservation campaigns, all of which are prominently featured in their marketing efforts. They're developing plant-based ingredients and smart oral care devices, which are marketed as high-value, environment-friendly options. And this leads us to a vital point. This commitment significantly strengthens their competitive position in an increasingly eco-aware market.
Makes sense.
For wholesalers, this isn't just a trend, it's a growing consumer demand. Stocking Colgate means you're offering products that align with these evolving values, appealing to a broader, more conscious customer base.
It sounds like they're building a brand that's not just effective, but also, responsible.
Precisely.
And to tie these modern aspects together, Colgate is heavily leveraging data and artificial intelligence. What does this deep dive into data mean for their strategy and for the customer experience?
Well, data analytics and AI serve as powerful catalysts for Colgate. They use analytics for really precise targeting. We're talking about covering roughly 60% of their media spend with this data-driven approach.
60%.
Yeah, which aids e-commerce growth and optimizes digital engagements like SEO and influencer campaigns. AI helps them truly embrace using data to make smarter decisions, fostering a data culture for adaptive and personalized consumer experiences.
Like what, for example?
Well, for instance, AI might recommend a specific sensitive toothpaste based on your past searches or maybe even your local water quality data.
Ah, interesting.
It's also integrated into operational strategies like supply chain enhancements and in AI-driven oral care products like smart toothbrushes, all supported by significant R&D investments amounting to about 1.8% of their annual revenue.
Okay.
So it's not just about throwing more money at advertising, but using AI and data to ensure every dollar works harder, making their campaigns incredibly precise. That's a huge shift from how advertising used to be, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's moving from, a shotgun approach to a laser focus, giving them incredible insight into what consumers actually want. So what does all this mean for you, our listener, especially if you're a wholesaler or an export partner looking to work with global brands like Colgate? What are the key takeaways?
Okay, 3 main things, I think. First, understanding Colgate's global leadership stems from maintaining that consistent value delivery while adapting locally. For wholesalers, this means really understanding the core brand promise, but also navigating those regional product and pricing nuances to best serve your specific market.
Why?
Second, their heavy investment in digital means digital engagement is crucial. Wholesalers and exporters should actively consider how they can align with or leverage Colgate's strong digital strategies. How can you amplify reach and consumer engagement in your respective markets using their momentum?
Good point.
And finally, Colgate's focus on premium innovation and localized product offerings. Well, it highlights the importance of curating a product mix. You need to cater precisely to the specific preferences and income brackets of your target regions. Don't just take a one-size-fits-all approach.
What a masterclass in global strategy.
Mhm.
And for our listeners, the power of partnering with a brand like Colgate that so deeply understands these dynamics is really clear. But it takes a specific kind of partner, doesn't it, to bridge that gap and bring these global brands to your local markets effectively.
Indeed, and that's where a partner like Asia Grocery Wholesale comes in. They're a trusted distributor, wholesaler, and exporter with over 20 years of expertise. They're based in Vietnam, and they're able to provide direct access to top global FMCG brands like Colgate from Vietnam. They understand how to deliver authentic products from globally recognized names such as P&G, Unilever, Red Bull, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, along with traditional Asian products. They deliver to diverse markets worldwide. Headquartered right in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Asia Grocery Wholesale, or AGW, is a really strategic link in this global supply chain, especially catering to Vietnamese and Asian communities abroad.
So if you're looking for a partner who embodies that consistency and market understanding we've discussed today, for bulk FMCG like Colgate with great prices, you should definitely choose Asia Grocery Wholesale. They sound like they really know their stuff.
Absolutely. And it raises an important question for you to consider. How might leveraging a brand's detailed global marketing strategy, as we've seen with Colgate, reshape your own approach to market expansion and product curation in this increasingly digital and eco-conscious world? So for bulk Colgate and other top FMCG brands from Vietnam, Asia Grocery Wholesale is your trusted partner delivering quality to Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and beyond.